All
Yeah.
right, folks, it's coming to time. Do you folks realize that next week is the sixth anniversary of Worldwide Woodturners?
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
6 years
6 years.
already, huh?
We're almost 6 years old. We've been clicking along. Here's something that was never ever supposed to happen, folks, and you folks make it happen. Really. Um, Pat yourself on the back because you made something that was a dream actually occur, and we click. We click along so good. Um, you got to look at the overall picture of what we've done. We get together every week with a top quality crew of people, and we have fun. We tease and kid. Just now, we figured out why the roads are so bad in California, all the way up to why you got to pay a damn toll to go on a road with it that doesn't go anywhere. So but we can solve problems, and we do this. And just like Brenda's got a problem with their lathe and something broke off in the castings. We had some redneck mechanics come up with some pretty good ideas on how to fix that. I'm going to be cautious. Tell you though, we're cautious. Let's be careful about the things that we guide by, and let's all work on fixes for this. This is a good idea, Brenda. I think we can fix this for you, but let's be careful about it because remember, whatever happens in there will affect your spindle, your shaft, and the inner workings of that Laguna lathe. And we don't want to try anything too risky. So, but folks, we approach problems carefully. We look at them, but we do come up with fixes. Well, we come up with more than that. Just this week, I talked to a friend of mine who is an ICE agent. He's probably the most unliked person in the entire parish of Jefferson Parish. He is. His job is to go around and look for hot spots of where people are working that are not legal and are not legal. They're not supposed to be here. They come and use up our resources, um, and they make their existence on what we pay for. You think what taxes? Yeah, you know where your taxes go. Well, people that don't pay taxes, they don't care where the taxes go. But my friend is just doing that, and I said, hey, look, we've got this Freedom Pen project for worldwide woodturners. And we have decided to direct a little bit of those efforts. In fact, we're going to direct some of those efforts towards creating pens for ICE agents. Because think about it, these people are doing a very unwanted job right now. Uh, they do what they love, they do what they're paid for, and what we ask them to do. They do it quite nicely, and they step up and take care of our world. So, folks, if you can turn a pen or two or three, get them to us. We'll get them to the ICE agents and thank them for what they're doing. Show them that we appreciate what they're doing, just like we do it for the Freedom Pens. We do it to show our troops that we believe what they do is right for America, right for the world, right for what we believe in. That's one of the things that Worldwide Woodturners does. We have a great website. David does our website for us. It's world class. There's not another website in the world like it. There isn't. Put me to task. Give me a challenge. Show me one that we put it up against. We haven't found it yet. Our website contains more information, more material, more photographs, more of everything in the world dealing with wood turning than anybody else's. And it's there free. No commitments, nothing. All you need to be is a wood turner. Go to your computer, worldwidewoodturners.org, and there it is in front of you, the encyclopedia of wood turning today. Nobody else in the world's got it. And then every other week, it's not this week, it's next week. It really is. We produce a world class newsletter. A little problem there. Yeah, we're getting some people who are getting modest. Yeah, they don't want to show us all their work or share with us all their photographs and all their pictures. Regardless of who you are and what you make, how you turn, and what level you believe you are, you qualify to be in our newsletter. That's right. If you wonder, how do I rate against that guy? You don't rate against any of those people. You rate at the top of the stack as soon as you send it in. That's right. Because we want to see everybody. If we don't look at everybody, how do we find the best? And we find the best every time we look. Think about the people that are on this in this group right here that's chatting with us tonight. Of all these people, and right now we just have what 68 people on board to write this at this minute. These 68 people turn out some of the fondest wood turning art in the world. This week I saw um, Joaquin Vincent turned out a vase. It was last week. That's a half a vase, I think. It's an awesome looking thing. And he said, "Oh, I just wanted to see if I could turn something a little lopsided." Lopsided? Come on. I'd still be standing there trying to figure out how to make a cut on it. He turned out some beautiful art and he shared it with us. He's going to show us how to do it. Tonight, on this program right here, you're going to see world class demonstration. You're going to get a preview, just a sneak preview of what Roger will be doing at Level Up next September. That's right, Level Up is the first ever of its kind wood turning event. I'm not going to call it a symposium or some seminar or event. It's an event, wood turning event. We're getting together to share wood turning. No major sponsors, no club, no magazines, no memberships, not, none of that. This is just going to be a gang of wood turners, men, women, young, old, all to come together. They get together to talk wood turning, just like we do here. But you're going to see these people one on one and see their work one on one. Be able to ask them questions. But better than that, which you don't get anywhere else, there will be over 25 places at this exhibit, at this project. 25 lathes. We don't have 25 demonstrators. Oh, we do, but not for 25 lathes. We have coaches and teams and people and places and tools and you, and we will put it all together with a whole lot of wood and make a whole lot of wood shavings. And this is the only one like it in the world right now. Called Level Up. It's coming up in September 2026. That's a year away. We're going to announce when registration will open. It's in a couple of weeks. We're getting all the banking lined up and all the stuff lined up. All the ducks will be in a row with paving a road to get there. No tolls, just the road.
Well, I was just thinking of that.
No tolls. And in fact, we're going to open the gates. So you just come on up there and it's going to be a great time. And this is a chance for you to express yourself. But better than that, it's a chance for you to pick the brain of the wood turner you like. The guy that you see turning, you get to go ask him one-on-one questions. You go to quiz him and say, wait. Well, why'd you do that? Because that's what I sit here and do at night on Wednesdays. I sit here and say, wait. Let me open the mic. No, I said, I can't, I gotta wait. Gotta wait. He might explain it. And they normally do. You give them time, they'll explain it. Or Dane will ask a question because he's interpretive. He sees what's going on. But that's what I like about this is we're all thinking and wishing the same thing. And I'm thinking, why did he make that cut? Why is that wood? Why is it? Why didn't he bring out? Why? Where's the super glue? Things like that. So all this is your chance to get together, level up, and get even. Get even. So if you're planning on making a move, watch for it. Registration opens up real soon. But don't forget, send in photographs of your work, ideas, tips, tricks, projects, and all that to our newsletter editor at worldwidewoodturners.org. What else do you need? If you got questions about Level Up, send that to Level Up at worldwidewoodturners.org. We're a one-stop shop. We really are. It is the greatest free show in wood turning. We said that 5 years ago, 6 years ago. We're coming up on our anniversary, and we're so proud of it. I mean, look at what we got, and you're part of it. Don't miss out, folks. Tonight we got gallery, and we got a fantastic demonstration video tonight. All the input you can give us, and don't forget, if you've got something, I want to know what it is, how big it is, and what kind of finish did you put on that thing. So with that, let's get to gallery. I'm Captain Eddie Castellan for worldwidewoodturners.org.
All right. Thanks a lot, Cap. Matt, you want to take it away for gallery?
Sure. Let's start with Andy from Pennsylvania. What you got,
There
Andy?
we are. Let me turn the light on a little bit. Maybe it'll work better. Hey guys, it's been a while. Had some things going on. Wife passed, and anyway, now I got
Oh,
well, end of May. May 23rd, she passed away. So I was taking care of that. But I got me a bigger lathe now. I got me an old 450, 46 450. Had a chance to
nice.
put that or Firematic 90s. There's a place in Beaver Toll Warehouse in Beaver Falls that has a lot of old stuff. And Firematic only goes down to 1,000 and it's 230, and I'd have to run but that Delta, I know it's a Reeves drive, but it's starts at 340, so I grabbed that. It's plug and play. Anyway, what I got here, red maple.
Beautiful.
Oh, love it.
Oh, yeah, it's way better in the picture.
It's red maple. I had a red maple tree dropped in my yard a few years ago, and I had a sawmill guy come and he cut up a bunch of it for me. And I was going to make counters for the old lady and whatnot, but she passed away, so now I'm going to turn them into wood.
That looks like
It's pretty.
it looks like tiger wood.
Yeah, but it's just quilted red maple. I thought it was
quilted,
maple.
yeah.
Tree killer said it was red maple, so
Beautiful.
Right?
one coat of CA.
Great job.
One
Great
coat of
job
powder.
on there.
Nice job. Nice figure. Yeah. Wow.
I wish I could have got it thinner, but it was singing to me, so I figured I better quit.
Right?
It's about a quarter
When
to
to hold
one. You know, it started singing, and it's like, no, I'm not going to. I'll just leave it thick. Oh, that's all I got for now. It's taken a while, but that's what I got.
Great.
You already
Good
got,
job.
you already got rid of ink?
Thank you. Thank
got
you,
rid of
Andy.
ink
It's good to
pens
see you.
already?
What's that?
You got rid of the ink pens already?
Yeah, they're ready to go. Oh, I did turn a couple others, though. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I pay attention to what gets posted.
I remember seeing that platter.
Hey, I got to make a correction here. I said we got 25 lathes. We have 27 lathes at our project.
Yes,
27.
sir. 27 for level up and counting.
Yeah. And somebody said, "What do I do if I don't like any of the turners?" You turn yourself.
There you
Come on.
go. That's what I was thinking too, Eddie. Just turn yourself.
Yeah.
That's the turner I don't like the most, though.
That I think we're going to have Dr. Freud there to handle that, okay?
What you got, Andy?
Anyway, I just turned a few pens. This is a new well, new to me. They're cyclones from Turner's Warehouse. They're
Oh, nice.
Wow. Oh, that's pretty.
Roller
yeah.
ball.
Is it a true fountain pen?
No, it's a roller ball.
Okay.
It's called an Ocean Blue. I got it up at Turner's Warehouse. It's a Beaufort pen kit.
That's absolutely gorgeous. I
Yeah.
really like that one.
Ready.
There's the same.
Hold it up there again and don't
This
move it
one's in
around.
ocean blue.
Don't move it. Don't move it too much.
Okay, keep moving it.
Okay.
Very pretty, Andy.
Thank you.
That is.
Yeah, I got the same kid in zebra wood.
Oh, I love zebra wood.
Very nice.
Yeah, the black looks great with that. Really does.
Yeah, it does.
Gold.
Very sharp, very sharp.
I had gold and black chrome trim or black chrome and gold trim. So that's what I've been putzing around with.
All right,
Came
well,
out
thank you very
beautiful.
much, Andy. It's great to have you back.
I'm glad
Next
to
up-
be back.
Next up is Ruby. What you got, Ruby?
Okay, in a previous meeting I was in, the Jim Duxbury was there. He brought to mind this piece that was a split turning.
Ooh.
And it is a box, so the the top does come out. I didn't thread it or anything.
Oh,
So
I was expecting the whole top piece to come off of there. Wow.
yeah, and I left it. I didn't glue it solid so that I could decide which way I wanted it to sit on the base.
Mhm. That's pretty cool. It looks like some quilting in that too.
And then in preparation for a demo I'm doing at a club in Wellington, Waterloo, I made one of these up.
Cool.
Aha.
Very
It
nice.
is a box, so the top does come off.
Sweet.
I just hope that before I pack this in the van tomorrow morning, the paint will be dry.
What's the
Hey,
frosting?
looks like you got some white on your finger now.
Yeah.
What is it?
The white on top is what they call a heavy acrylic paint and made by Liquitex. The sparkles on top are real sparkles that you would use on an actual cupcake, because over time they do have a tendency to fall off, and I guarantee kids of all ages go and then they pick them up and eat them. So it's not worth your time to turn all those little speckles and color them.
Oh,
So I have a couple more of these that are already packed, ready to go. And but it's a fun little project that you can do for somebody's birthday, or if you want to give them a special gift or something like that.
How'd you put the grooves in the base?
These here,
Uh-huh.
while it was horizontal on the lathe, I used an index system and a handheld trim router.
Okay.
Mhm. We had a demo on that one time.
Is the inside smooth, Ruby?
Well, it was hollowed out and then
We go.
It was sanded.
Beautiful.
cool.
How many calories?
That's the good part. It's only about 1 calorie.
Yeah, high in fiber.
I still can't make out for my youngest granddaughter because that's all she eats is the icing.
High in
And
fiber.
it's all in the sprinkles, right?
Right.
Yeah.
How did you guess, Matt?
Healthy for you though. It's got lots of fiber.
Oh,
Yeah, the other two that I'm taking to show, inside one of them, I showed that if you bake it for too long in the oven, the egg that you put in it hardens, so it's got a wooden egg inside. And in the other one, I show what happens if you don't bake it long enough. When you take the lid off, there's a little chicken inside.
Oh, that is cute.
Cute.
Dawn, don't let them know ahead of time, okay? You have to have a sense of humor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that you do.
Okay, that's it for me. Thanks.
Cool.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks, Ruby.
Very nice, Ruby.
Thank you.
I'm up next. class I teach, become apparent that I need to have some smaller skews to get into some tight areas. So I've been making skews today and yesterday. So I made 3 of these, and they're just half-inch skews. And I made this one today, and I'm really delighted with the handles, how they turned out. It's red oak. The grain is really pretty on them. Doesn't really show very well here, I guess, but
It looks good.
and
Yeah, it does.
Good.
it's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm delighted, and these things work really great because I've been playing with them too. But the wood came from, we had a red oak come down, I don't know, last year, and my buddy, one of my turning buddies, local turning buddies, and I went up and cut up a bunch of bowl blanks, and we cut the pith out, through the center of the trees like this. We cut the pith out in these big chunks, these big square chunks. And he was going to pitch them in the fire pit, and I was like, I can use those for something. Well, those red oaks are great for handle blanks. So I've got a whole bunch of handle blanks sitting from that pith section that we cut out from the big, the big red oak blanks when we were making bowl blanks. So anyway, that's where the wood came from.
What are you using for your bar stock, Matt?
Just straight up 6 by 12 by 200 high speed steel. I got off of Amazon. It's in millimeters, So it's half-inch by quarter-inch, which is basically 6 millimeters by 12 millimeters. And that's all it is. One of the things I did learn very quickly is that you got to sand these corners because they're really, really sharp. And I cut my hand up a little bit from them. So I basically took some sandpaper and sanded the corners off. 100 grit, 150 grit. So it's just so they're just slightly rounded and not so sharp. So
that'll also save your top of your tool by sanding them.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's an excellent point, Ruby. Thank you.
Belt sander works really good for that, Matt.
Yeah, I didn't want to put too big a radius on there. I just wanted to take the edge off so I didn't cut my hands up anymore, I got like 5-6 slices on my hands from those dang things.
Band-aids.
Yeah, exactly. They're like paper cuts and Neosporin, But anyway, that's all I've got tonight.
Vertex 3408.
Yeah, I will say that they do have a super glue finish on the CA glue finish on the handle, which I really like. It's been wiped down, and I did use the Starbond thin because that's what I got in the shop. So nobody sent me any Parfix yet, but it is what it is.
Did you send them money? Did you send them money?
No.
Okay. That's what happened.
Think that's the
anyway,
problem.
Next up is Dewey.
Oh, well, since we're making turning tools, I bought some cutters from AZ Carbide at SWAT, so I decided I better make some tools.
That's the little hogger. Those are great.
Yeah, and this is the smallest one. This part here I already had, but it's half-inch square, just plain carbon steel. But in order to get this thing to latch real well, turn it over, get this to latch real well, I had to add another piece to it. So I just welded a side piece onto it, such that it'd be wide enough that it would catch. And then I just made the handle out of some poplar I had.
How long is that handle?
Huh?
How long is that handle?
It's long.
Real long.
It's well, let's see here. Here we go. Here we go.
I live in the yard.
How long is it? It is 18 inches long. And so that's one I made. And then I decided I got a 12 millimeter hogger from him. And I'm going to put it over here like this. But I angled the thing at 25 degrees, such that whenever I put this flat on the tails on the tool rest, this is at an angle, and that cuts pretty good that way. And
angling those cutters is the way to go. They worked great that way.
Yeah, and another poplar handle. But I did this I did this because I needed to do something that was stable for some kind of deep hollowing that I do every once in a while. So anyway, this is a this is a coupling for electrical conduit. That's what that is. So I just happen to have that. So anyway, and since fall is coming and the nights are getting longer, I decided I needed to make me another lamp. So I did.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
And,
Beautiful.
And I was trying to get it this is pear. I was trying to get the pear thin enough so that the light would go through the pear, but it was wobbling so much because of the I don't know why, but it did. So I just got these places where the pear came off. So I didn't want to try to do too much longer, but this has got, I went and shaped this, and then I put 2 coats of 2-part epoxy on it. Okay. And then I went in and I did my hollowing. I got a little bit thin right here. So I went back and I put a coat of 2-part inside, and then I put 2 coats of UV activated resin on it. So now it's pretty stable, pretty stable. So, but I got this little light here that I put in it. It's just a little old light.
How cool is that?
Right, like that, and then put that on there like that. So, and this
Very
is
good.
this is laser engraved, and this has got 2 coats of 2-part epoxy on it. So anyway,
Well done, Dewey.
yeah. So
Very well done.
Is that a 30-minute epoxy?
excuse me.
Is that a 30-minute epoxy?
No, it's like a 8 or 9 hour epoxy. I put a coat on this morning at about 6:30, and it's good and solid right now. So it's about 12 hours. It'll solid up pretty well.
Okay.
Of course,
So
the
you
UV. Excuse me.
You have to have it turning all the time with
Yes.
the epoxy on.
Yeah, at about 8 to 10 RPM all the time. Very, very slow. So that it doesn't run or drip or anything like that. And you always, one thing you got to do whenever you recoat something with epoxy, be sure you scuff the first coat with like 220 or something, get it nice and scuffed. Otherwise, you'll wind up with spots where it's not even.
Here.
Anyway, we're going to show you how to do that next week.
Beautiful job.
So anyway.
Wow.
Yep.
That's it for me.
Nice job, Dewey. Thank you.
You need to do
Next
that
up.
spot or at Level Up.
What's that?
You need to do that at Level Up.
Do what?
The
What's that? Oh, I can do that. That's no problem. I do quite a bit of it, and it's
did you make up a machine to turn real slow? Because my lathe don't go that slow.
Yeah. You can get, I saw a thing on YouTube or somewhere where a guy took a rotisserie motor that you put on an outside charcoaler and was able to stick it on his lathe and do that and make it turn real slow. But I built something completely different. I mean, it's a standalone unit. I got a little motor from Amazon for $25 and turned it. But I sent that stuff in to Joaquin and to put it in a newsletter. I don't know if he's been able to do that yet or not. So
does a barbecue rotisserie motor go fast enough? I was told they don't.
Well, it was working pretty good. Look, it's slow. It's only 8 to 10 RPM.
Yeah.
You just need it turning enough so that when you put your coating on, it just levels out real nice. And 8 to 10 RPM works great. And but the YouTube guy on the YouTube I saw I can't remember who it was, but he was able to put it onto his lathe, and it was turning just right, you know.
Okay.
Did what he wanted to do. So
Well, you don't want to turn it too fast. You have that stuff all over you.
oh yeah, it'll sling everywhere. You know, I
Mhm.
tried it. I tried it at 35 RPM and it don't work too good. You wind up with it like here, you know.
I've
So
tried
that's
it
how
at
you got
zero
your
Plans
RPMs.
on the website.
That's how you got that part in your hair.
At least you got here.
Here we go.
So I don't know
Well,
if you guys, I don't know if you guys heard that, but Dave said that there are plans for those rotisserie motors on the website.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Well,
thanks, Dewey.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
Yep. You too, Dewey.
Next up is Patrick. What you got, Patrick?
Okay, we got rained out picking peanuts, so I spent the day in the shop and
Oh, yeah.
Oh
took
my
a piece
God.
of sweet gum and made a few shavings.
Well, that's
It
great.
sure did.
It's
Man.
Here's that rascal.
still got the foot on it or the tenon. I got to take that off, but I only got one coat of board linseed oil on it. And
That
Wow.
it's
looks great.
about 15 inches across and 4 inches deep.
How many
Did you
peanuts
core
do I
that
hold?
out or did you hollow it?
I hollowed it.
Oh my goodness.
I thought about coring it by the time I got halfway through hollowing it out, so it was a little bit too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's beautiful.
I got plenty of this stuff, so that's not a problem.
Grows on trees, right, Pat?
Exactly.
Mhm.
And this piece of walnut was so full of cracks, I almost threw it in the fire. But I got looking at the grain in it. I said, I'm gonna have to try and save that.
Yeah, that's great.
Epoxy and wood dust filled the cracks, and
There you
it
go.
turned out pretty decent.
It's a nice
That's
save.
good. Wow.
Very nice. I love the color, man.
Yep.
And the grain is spectacular. Wow.
Yeah, my wife loves it.
We know
And
where
this-
that's going then.
Yep. This is a practice piece for what I'm gonna be doing at Level Up. So the bottom only got one coat of finish on it, and the top needs a couple more too. But if you want to see how it's done, you'll have to register at Level Up and make the trip to Wisconsin.
Right? Yeah, it'll be a good class.
Yep. I want to take that class too.
Yep. That'd be worth the money.
Yep.
That's exactly 1 year from this week, guys. So just
Yep.
we're down. We're getting it. We're inexorably getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me
Yep.
too.
It's gonna be
I'll see.
during Susan's birthday too. Today's Susan's
Okay.
birthday.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Patrick.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Pat.
Next up is Tom. What you got, Tom?
In
Wake up,
support
Kenny.
of tonight, yeah, in support of tonight's program, I pulled out a open segmented piece that I did several years ago. And let's see.
Hey, look at that.
That
Ooh.
is, I started with a maple glue block and then maple and walnut. And I kind of got chicken. I could have gone quite a bit thinner on that. It was the first one I ever did. Didn't realize how strong the glue up really was. But next time I do it, it'll be thinner.
Very
And that's
nice,
about
Tom.
Thanks. It's about 6 inches tall, 4 inches in diameter, and spray lacquer for the finish. That's it.
Very nice.
Right on.
Thank you.
Beautiful, Tom.
For the first
Appreciate it.
time, that's excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, so next up is Dave. What you got, Dave?
Well, I've been trying to clean up a lot of junk that's been laying around my shop, and I had a piece of wood kicking around that was so dirty and so grunged up, I had no idea what it was. But I said, well, I'm going to put it on and find out. And it turns out it's walnut.
Beautiful.
That is pretty green.
And it's just a little trinket dish or whatever.
Well, I like the grain.
Looks pretty thin.
Yeah, I managed to get it nice and thin. It's probably a little more than an eighth of an inch. Not much more.
I like the shape.
But
Mhm.
yeah, thank you.
Nice. It's very
I was
nice.
just horsing around because I started with something I had no clue what it was, and it turned out nice.
It did.
Yeah,
Sure did.
But I didn't get a whole lot of time beyond that. But
I think that shape is beautiful with the grain.
yes,
Complements the
well.
grain.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What finish did you put on it?
It's just got Cornova wax.
Okay.
That's nice.
Very cool.
But
Glad
that's
it,
it
glad
for
it
me.
turned out nicer than expected, Dave.
Yeah, I was shocked, to be honest with you. And I got a little more daring with the thinness because I figured I had nothing to lose. But
Yeah, the grain is equal on both sides.
yes,
Looking down in it.
yeah,
Very cool.
and I debated about this little thing, but
It looks nice.
it was a raffin type of a hold with the chuck, and so it didn't leave any marks, so I left it.
Cool.
But that was it for this week.
All right. Well, thanks,
Right
Dave.
on.
Next up is Doug. What you got, Doug?
Hey guys, did a couple of things. Something I hadn't done for a while. I hadn't turned a pin in a long time, and one of the things I don't turn very often is resin. That was a hybrid blank that I got. This is a piece of burl that was stabilized with red, and then 12 color resin. And it just came out beautiful. It turned like a dream. I've never turned.
Beautiful.
That was Aluminite resin, and it turned. What little bit of resin I've turned, nothing's turned as nice as that have. But the pen came out just beautifully.
Gorgeous pen.
Yeah.
I really like it. And I had a few extra minutes, so my friend Wayne, he says, I'm going to do you like Jamie does me. Turn something else. So I looked back and I had this little bird's mouth that I had started a while back, but I didn't complete it because it wasn't hollow through. It was solid. So I set it aside. Well, I finished it yesterday. That's been turned off. Just a nice little semi-flat bottom, slightly concave. That's a piece of hackberry. Not
Did I
very
just
big.
see it? Did I just see light at the bottom of that? Did you go through the bottom?
No,
I thought so too.
No. What
Okay.
it's got
it's
got some
sparkle
oil
light?
in
There's
it.
a hole through there.
Yeah, I oiled it that it hasn't dried yet. And that thing is what, 3.5 inches wide, and at the tallest point it's 2 1/8. So it's not very big. It was a piece of, you probably remember those limbs that I was turning that were hollow through the pith. This is a piece of that same limb, but this one wasn't hollow like the others were. By the way, all those hollow ones sold. It's been incredible that they sold the way they did. I could set this one down there and it'll sit there for 2 years. But anyway, it's got a little bark on both sides and a beautiful pith on each end. And that is some beautiful dark hackberry where it's spalted through the pith. So that's why it rotted.
Gorgeous.
So I really like it. It came out super nice. That's what I've done this week.
Yeah, I gotta look
Good
up
job,
that
Doug.
video. I gotta look up that video because I got some branches that are hollow on the inside.
Oh yeah.
And there's
Yeah,
a
look.
neighbor down the road here. He's got a tree that's probably 12 inches in circumference.
Okay.
And there is no pith in it, and it's about 8 foot long. And I'm going like, yeah, that would be a nice thing to get.
It
And
would.
I keep asking him if I can cut it down for him because it's gonna die.
Yeah, I've got a big poplar out here. About a third of it has died, so I'm thinking about what I might have to do with it, and it's big.
Very nice, Doc. Both pieces.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank you.
very nice.
All right,
job.
next up is Brent Ross. What you got, Brent? Got to unmute yourself, brother.
There we go.
All right.
Thought I'd done that, and I guess I hadn't done it. Well, after last week's meeting, I felt so inspired to do some turning. I went out and turned until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
I'm in Pacific time, so that was a bit of things. But I I like to do layered type turnings a lot. This is something my father started me doing. He used to just buy boards and layer them together and turn all sorts of things with them this way. And so occasionally I'll do a layered piece that way. But this particular piece happened to have a bit of bark incursion right here. And so I took it out and wondered what I could do with that bark incursion. And I decided to just go ahead and make a lidded box out of it. Walnut on the lid. I got a little bit of mesquite, a little bit of maple, a little bit of walnut in the middle of it, and so it's been a nice little bowl that I turned this week. Finish on it is just oil and wax.
I like the way you recessed the for the lid. I really like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Well done, Brent.
Yeah, very nicely done.
so that way.
Bottom piece, that bottom
Hold,
layer
hold it
almost looks
back
like
towards
folded
you, Brent.
jersey I was talking.
Yeah.
And so that's good. Second thing I did this week. I love lighthouses, and wanted to see if I could incorporate lighthouse. Also, I ran across in my pen box a funnel pin, and I'd never turned it. So I decided I'm going to incorporate the two of them together and make a funnel pin with a lighthouse.
Huh. Gorgeous desk set.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That looks very, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Every now and then I do get creative.
Oh, that's good.
Nice job.
That really looks good.
This does have a little captive ring on the top here.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so that made it a little bit more interesting.
Why
That's
not?
good.
And I had a friend tell me that don't make your funnel pins the same size as regular pins. Make them longer. That way, if somebody tries to steal it, you know who has it.
Yeah,
That's
right.
right.
So this is something that I've enjoyed doing. Thank you. That'll
Nice.
do.
Great job,
Thank
Brent.
you, Ron. Thank you, Brent. Very cool.
Very nice.
All right, next up is Ron Pullman. What you got, Ron? Oh, didn't go.
Okay, well,
There you
a
are.
couple of months ago, I took a class from Ron Campbell on casting and turning pewter. I think I showed this a while back. This is what we made out there. This is a pewter, a walnut base. I should turn this light off maybe, or is it going to be too dark? Too dark. Anyway, so it's got a pewter ring and a pewter base. And then I made another Rebecca de Groot Freaky Teapot, and I made it with pewter legs
Wow.
and a pewter
Handle.
handle for the lid.
Yep.
Well,
It's very heavy.
do you cast the pewter yourself?
Yeah, I cast the pewter myself. I made a little box, and first you have to make a leg, of course, and then put it in the box, and then cast the leg, and then you have to. I use a Fordham with a metal bit to carve the legs the right shape and so forth. Doesn't look too good, does it? Maybe I should.
Oh, the legs are pewter. I see. Okay.
Yeah, legs are pewter. I'll bring it to the meeting on Sunday. You'll be able to see it, Matt.
Okay. I really want to feel. Thanks, Ron.
Huh?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Anyway, so it's a cherry body and black. I used ink to dye the handle and the spout, and didn't find a way easily to do a hollow spout with casting. So
Okay, so when you get finished shaping the pewter, what do? You polish it then, or you buff it or something to get the nice shine out of it?
well, it's not really very shiny actually. The handle is. This doesn't look too good on here, does it? It's probably because of my light. Oh, no, that's
Yeah,
not
you
it.
can
I
you can
removed
you can
spotlight. Sorry.
you can
I'm trying
finely
to think.
sand the pewter to get a shine out, and then you do buff it, and
Yes,
that you can
yeah,
get it
yeah.
shiny.
So I used again. I used a Fordham to get it to the right shape because when you take it out of the casting box, it's really rough. So and then I just used and pewter is very soft, so I used I think sandpaper to do the top. The legs actually are rough. You can't really tell in this picture, but they're actually rough, and I did that with another metal bit in my Fordham to make them rough looking because I thought that looked pretty cool. So I've actually cast another handle for the lid, and I've already made it rough to match this. So I'm gonna maybe make another lid for this. But anyway,
That's cool.
That looks good, Ron. Make sure you get some good pictures of it and send in.
yeah, I'll send it into the newsletter.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it on Sunday. Okay, next up is Birdhouse Bob. What you got, Bob?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Bob.
I got a walnut bowl that I did. It's
Nice.
about 12 inches, and I did a little texturing in the inside of it, and a little texture on the
Gorgeous.
bottom of it, and finished it with Minwax tongue oil finish.
Looks good, Bob.
Yeah,
Looks
looks
like
very
Looking
nice.
bowl.
Perfect size for popcorn.
That's what I got.
Ice
Yeah.
cream, baby.
That's a lot of ice cream.
Yeah,
Yes.
boy. Great job, Bob.
Thank you.
Very
Thanks, Bob.
nice. Jamie Mickelon, you're next, but your video isn't on, so I can't switch to you. All right, he's not. I don't know if he's still there. All right, so we're going to go to. We're going to go to Marv next. You're next, Marv.
Okay, this is my first time joining your group. And so what I've got is a vase, segment turn. It's 432 pieces and 4 different kinds of wood. And I did it without a hollowing system. What it was is I had a chuck, a glue block on this end and a chuck on this end, hollowed the inside where I needed it, and then glued them together, and then finished turning the outside of it. And then I got a spray-on slack, I think 6 coats of slack on it.
That looks good, Marv.
But I belong to the Northwestern Michigan Wood Turners up by Traverse City, Michigan. And so I saw your guys' website and thought I would join it, and we have a lot of good turners up here also.
Yeah, all right, outstanding. Spread the word.
Hey, you got another neighbor.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Hey, Marv, were you there last year when Pat Carroll came through?
Yes. Matter of fact, we just had last Saturday we had Rudy Lopez here for Saturday and Sunday, and so he did a thing for our club on Saturday morning. He did hands-on with beginners on Saturday afternoon, and then he did hands-on on Sunday with more experienced turners.
Outstanding.
And
that sounds like a great program.
Great man.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I was
Is this?
Traverse
sorry,
City.
what's that?
Traverse City.
Traverse City, Michigan.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and I was up there for the Pat Carroll thing last year when he came through. So,
Oh,
or was that that was spring? Maybe I don't remember.
Okay, you're from the Detroit club?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I remember you now. Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
I
he was.
sat next to you, actually.
I was the guy that who would had too many questions. So.
The obnoxious one. I mean, no, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I didn't
yeah,
mean that.
absolutely. Well, Pat and I had got. I'd run. I got the opportunity to eat dinner with Pat the night before his demo, and so we discovered some differences. So he was giving me grief when he was doing his demo, so I gave him some grief back. So it was good times.
Yeah, a very good presenter. He was great.
Yeah, it was an excellent demo.
We did 2 days with him. We
Yeah,
did,
you guys.
hands-on with him on Sunday also.
Yeah, you guys, they're a great club. He's got a lot of good turners there. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Marv.
We've been very lucky. We've been able to share the cost with the Grand Rapids Wood Turning Club. So he did one here on one weekend, and then went down there and did one for them the following weekend. So it turned out great.
That's good.
Yeah, Rudy was at the Kalamazoo Club this past weekend.
Yes, yep. He came to ours, and then he came down to your Kalamazoo Club. So, and he was very good. I don't know how many of you did the. I don't know if he did the hands-on for experienced turners, but he did.
Yeah, he did 2 of them for experienced turners.
Oh, did he? Okay. Did he do the one where you took the round log and turned it and put the beads on it, and then you flipped it and recentered it and made a little dish?
Yeah, he in fact he showed us the dish that one of you guys gave him. Everybody signed.
Oh,
but he
okay,
did that. He did that Saturday for the demo. For our meeting.
Yeah.
It was an all-day meeting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We've had some good turners up here show up, and we're looking at bringing some in. I think 2 for next year. So I think we're up to about 60 members up here.
Don't you belong to the Grand River also?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Don't you also belong to the Grand River Club in Grand Rapids?
I don't. Pete does.
Okay.
Pete Myers, our president, does. I came down and visit, or came to one of their meetings with Pete one day.
Okay, I know I've seen you before.
Yeah, I'm a handicapped turner. I'm handicapped, so I have to. I have a balance problem, which is probably a bad thing for a wood turner, but I've learned how I can work with that. And it's I can't play golf, and so that's where I spend my time, and I enjoy it and having fun. I'm working on some red cedar bowls right now that I'm turning out there this week.
Outstanding. Look forward to seeing them.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said we look forward to seeing them when you get them completed in next meetings. So
well, enjoy the meeting tonight.
Glad you found the website. Glad you popped in for the meeting, and I hope you keep coming back, Marv.
All right, thank you.
Yep, thanks, Marv. All right,
Dane,
Matt,
let's do one more.
I don't have any more on the list. So
Jamie, I guess that kind of works out then.
Jamie Micklin is on the list, but he won't turn his video camera on, so I can't switch to him. So
okay. Well, with that, we don't have.
Wait a minute,
I'm on here.
Wait a minute. There it is. There it is. Okay. Here you go, Jamie.
And you're now the third person, Jamie, with a chartreuse shirt on tonight.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Recently, my wife has a friend who asked about having a salad bowl, and I dug through all my old boxes of stuff and realized that the only salad bowl size stuff I had tung oil finish or something, penetrating oil, Danish oil, something. So I've been working on some salad bowls.
Wow.
The first one.
Wow.
I wanted to turn out a few quickly, so I turned to my pre-turned stuff. These are both pecan. They came from the same tree.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
This one's a little deep, a little smaller, but a little deeper.
Love it. I've seen a dog in there.
And I got one still in process. This is walnut.
Man.
I got
Light
some
colored
lines
dark.
on the outside of this for a little grip, little tactile.
What's the
Right.
diameter of it?
But no finish on this one yet. This is still in process.
Okay.
Jamie, is that English walnut?
No, that's just plain black walnut. It's very light walnut.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And so all these I put TY oil on and then buffed and waxed, carnauba wax.
Yeah, that'll hold some salad, huh?
Yeah, very nice looking.
So that's what I've been working on.
All right, well,
Nice
thanks
job.
very much, Jamie.
Yeah, they look great.
Going back to you, Dane.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So with that, wow, we've had an hour's worth of some really good gallery items shown tonight. We'll have some more gallery after our featured demo. Sue's not with us tonight, so we will be bypassing our safety moment. Just always remember, safety is should be your number one concern when you walk into your shop. Safety is your own. Practice safety how you choose to practice safety, and we'll just leave it at that for the safety briefing. Sue will
Hey,
be back.
excuse me, Dane.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt, but I don't want you to forget this, but check your calendar. This is Sue's birthday.
Oh, it is.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, maybe she's out on the town with her friends.
She's out partying. Did you see her
Okay.
out there tonight? Just
Margarita and
going
cupcake
on and
night.
on.
Okay.
And it
So
falls
that's why
within
we don't
level
see
up
Sue.
too.
Sue's rocking
So when
Tampa
she's
tonight.
One
so
hopes she's
when
being
she's
safe
back
while she's
next
doing
week,
it.
Call
I'm
her up
sure
at
she
6
will.
o'clock in the morning.
She won't be driving. We know that.
Okay. But
Maybe
happy
since she
birthday,
isn't
Sue.
here, since she isn't here, we should make an arrangement to sing happy birthday to her next week.
We can do that. I'll cue it up next week.
Open
Good
mic.
idea, Randy. Good idea, Randy. We'll spotlight her and we'll start singing it and we'll embarrass the hell out of her. All right. So with that, we've got Mr. Roger Wollam, who is in tonight to
Dane, 1 second. For her to sing happy birthday, can you unmute everybody like you mute everybody?
No, I can't.
So we'll have to have a cue of some sort to open our mics.
Let's see. We can just start dropping, little party icons. How's that sound? How's that?
There you go. That'll work.
All right. Let the festivities start when you see the little popper. All right. So with that, let's hop over to Roger Wollam. He has a recorded demonstration for us this evening. I got the right one. Picked the right one, right, Roger? And you're muted. One of them is. And so Roger's demo is a recording, so we'll hold all questions and comments till the end of the demonstration.
It doesn't matter.
And then Roger will be able to okay, all right, that's fine. If you want to take questions during the demonstration. But with that, go ahead, Roger.
All right, to start off with, as Eddie said earlier, I'm going to be teaching the segmented class at Level Up. So this is the bowl that I'm planning on having everybody make. And remember, it's a two-part series, so you need to sign up for the off lathe first and then the on lathe so you can turn it. So hopefully I see everybody next year. And tonight, we're going to see me make this.
Yay.
So, and I have practiced on them before.
Beautiful.
And this one that I showed also, this one has a insert in it. So you can put water in it, put flowers. So now I will start the demo. Let's see. Share sound.
No sound yet.
Okay. How about now?
Okay, we're going to make an open segmented vase. Here is a drawing of the vase. Here is the drawing of the spacing of the segments. And here is the drawing showing the size of each piece. We will get to cutting some segments now and start together. Okay, that's the 12 segments for the bottom, and we'll do the top ring next. Okay, now we're going to cut the top ring. I'll show you how I adjust the blade for the correct size. I've got my stop here. I have this clamped to the saw blade so I can measure from this side to here to get the exact size for my piece. Down, up and down, and we'll cut the segments. The 12 segments for the top ring. Okay, that's the segments cut for the first open segmented ring. Okay, now we're going to glue the bottom ring together, get it set up, ready to start. I didn't think you want a 3-hour video, so I had to shorten it down.
No, that's all good.
Check is to get the correct size for the segment. All right, there it is glued together. Now we just let the glue dry and we will start turning it. Okay, I'm going to flatten the bottom of the first ring so I can glue it to a faceplate. Okay, now glue the face or the first ring to the faceplate. Is that all it catches, Dane? Okay, we'll let that set up. Notice now I need to part off about a 3/16 piece off of this to cap the floating bottom. Okay, now mark for the floating bottom. Somehow I kicked the camera, so I had to stop filming. Now to flatten the floating ring. Glue down. That floating bottom is golden. Okay, now glue the cover on that I cut off. And let that glue up. Okay, now we'll flatten this so we can start gluing the open segments to it. I just setting it up. Okay, now we're going to start gluing the first row of open segments on. To do so, we will measure from the center to where the outside of the ring should be, and then set it here for our stop right there, and we will glue pieces on. No, it's not in the newsletter, Dane.
Thanks for clarifying.
Okay, that's the first ring glued on. We'll let it set a while, and then we will turn it and true it. Okay, while we're waiting for that to dry, we will start truing up the top. Okay, now we will glue it to the base.
One side of that sanding board is 60 grit, the other side is 50 grit.
Okay, we'll let that set up.
What's the resolution? The resolution I got. Oh, maybe that's the problem. I put it in there, it's not in the picture. Well.
I'm fine.
Brenda, y'all need glue it together. Okay, now we'll glue the next ring on. This glue is the thick and quick, which dries clear, and the amount of pressure that I use when I put it on is all the pressure you need. If anyone wants plans for the jig, email me and I will mail them to you. Roger Wollam at yahoo.com. All right, we'll let that dry and true it up and go to the next. Okay, we'll start shaping the bottom open segmented.
Okay, we'll glue the next open segmented ring on, following the design pattern. As you can see, I only put a little bit of glue on the edges so it doesn't squeeze out all over. Yes, Brenda, they're all the same angle, but they're different width. And Marv, the sanding block is 60 grit on one side and 80 on the other side. All right, that ring's glued on. We'll let it set and turn it and put the next ring on. Yes. Do some camera changing here just a second. Okay, we'll glue the next ring on. You notice on the circle part of the jig that I lock into, there's short lines and long lines. Every other round you use, like this one, I'm using the long line. The next layer, I'll be using the short line. That gives you the spacing to keep everything centered. Okay, we'll let that dry and we'll glue another ring on the top half and then we'll turn these two again. Okay, now we'll glue this ring on. All right, we'll let that glue dry and then we will turn it for the next row of segments. Okay, we'll get this ring turned and ready for the next.
wait up 15 minutes. I might glue it. Yeah, you'll see in a little bit what happens when I get too heavy. All right, that's turned and flattened. Ready to glue on the next ring. Okay, we've got it marked. So let's go ahead and turn it. Whoops. That wasn't good. Okay, we'll glue this ring on. That ring's on, let it dry, turn it. completely clear and you don't see it when it's dry. Good.
Well, I have to rebuild this ring. As you can see, I broke it while trying to turn it. So I took it all off and we will glue another ring on in its place. That's one advantage to segmented work where you can just take off part and re-add it. Okay, that ring is glued on. Let it set up and hopefully it'll hold together better. Okay, we'll glue the next ring on.
Sue, this took me about a week and a half to build. And you'll see why here in a little bit.
Okay, that one's glued together. We'll let it dry. Okay, we will turn this one. Okay, give it a little bit of support here. And that didn't work.
Lock on.
Number 4 grew up.
Right, because I had a mistake and broke things up, I'm having to restart the top. So I've got all new pieces cut. And we'll try again.
Part of my problem that I was having is I wasn't turning fast enough. The upper part is smaller diameter.
Okay, let that one glue up. Okay, that ring is turned. Ready to glue the next one on. Okay, we'll glue the next spring on the base. Trying to keep myself out of between the camera and the piece so you can see what I'm doing. All right. That row is glued on. Okay, sand it flat. We'll put the next spring on. Spring on.
Billy, I didn't write the plans for the jig. They're from somebody else. So I don't think Dave can put them on the website.
good point, Roger. I was not aware of that.
Okay, another level glued up. Let it dry. Try turning another ring. Bottom half is going fine. The upper half's the problem. If it was any longer, Sue, yes, I would be using a steady rest. A little rough on open segments, though, with a steady rest. Okay, that ring is done. Okay, we'll get this ring ready to go. Okay, we finally got the lower half or the upper part back to where it was when I messed up. So I still need to get it caught up to the other half. All right, let the glue dry, and we will finish turning it to put the next layer on. Okay, that one's inside turned and flattened. We add another ring to it. You notice I'm not turning the outside yet of the upper part. Found out it. Okay, we'll glue another ring on. I wanted to get it done.
Roger, is that basically like Earl's jig, only made a little differently?
I don't know who Carl is, but
No, Earl. Earl. From
Earl?
Earl's, yeah, he's a segmented turner.
No, it's not the same.
This jig is what we had when I was taking the class for segmented. And all the instructions were given to me in the class, so it's for building the jig. You know, some of them use a metal ring at the bottom with holes in it. Mine's just paper glued to 1/4 inch hardwood and cut to size. You use a bandsaw. It's got little slots to lock it down so it doesn't move.
Okay, another ring glued on. Let it dry. Okay, I'm back putting the last ring on the bottom half. I'm at the point where I need to change the direction of my spacings. So I got it set up. Okay, that ring's glued on. Let it dry. Okay, we'll surface another ring. Okay, that ring is flat. Okay, I'm trying a little different camera angle, see if this shows any better.
I'm learning as I'm going with the camera. Okay, that ring is glued on. Let it dry. Thanks, Dave. Oh, got a little too aggressive there. Those aren't a problem. You can glue those pieces right back on. Okay, let's flatten it. I'm going to worry about doing the outside when I put the two halves together and blend it in better. Okay, we're done with that half. We'll work on the upper half to get ready to glue the last ring on. Okay, we'll measure for the inside.
Okay, we'll flatten it now. All right, we'll glue the last ring on so we can get this thing finished. Okay, that ring is glued on. That's the last ring. Hopefully everything goes as planned and we can finish it. Do a little finish sanding to this half while I'm waiting for the other part to dry. You can see I have a buff so I drill like no inside. Doesn't put any force on any of the pieces.
Sanding help smooth things out on the inside quite a bit.
A wood show about 15 years ago, Norm.
Okay, now I'm going to spray a little lacquer on the inside. Okay. I'll let the lacquer dry and then I'll resand the surface to where, so it will glue back together. Okay, I don't have it glued together yet. I still have one more ring to finish on the bottom half or the top half on the inside. But while I'm waiting for the glue to dry, I can turn the outside. I've got the two pieces firmly pressed together here. Okay, I got a piece that came out, so I'll have to get that glued back in. Okay, we're sanded flat. Now all I have to do is sand the inside, put a pre-finish on it, and then we can glue the two halves together. Do a little bit of sanding on the inside. We'll finish the inside of it. Let that dry. I resand the edge, and we'll glue the two halves together. Okay, I have the inside sanded and sprayed, and we'll glue the two halves together. As you can see, I've got the lower half ready. Got the glue on the tips. We'll put it together with pressure and let it set for a couple hours. Okay, we've got the two halves together. Like I say, we let it dry. Okay, I need to do just a little bit of finish trimming. Then I can finish sanding the outside and part the top off and do the work there that I need to do. Yeah, I'm ready to sand it now. And which I won't record all that. You don't need to see me sand. Okay, we will part it off at the top now. And be ready to finish the top of it off. And we'll finish off the top. Okay, as you can see now, we've got the top off. We just need to finish turning this portion, sand it smooth, clean the dust out, and then I can do the rest of the finishing on it. Well, that wasn't a good thing.
Billy, I sand them before I glue it together.
Put a little bit of finish on the outside of this, and then I'll part off the bottom.
Okay, thank you, Roger.
Okay, now we'll part it off. Okay, for safety, I'm going to put a little support on the end so I don't have to worry about things coming apart and letting something get damaged. Okay, I don't want it to break anything, so I think I will finish it off with the saw. Now I just need to sand it to finish the bottom off. And it will be finished. Okay, now we just need to sand it and we can finish the bottom. All right, all we need to do is spray it, let it dry.
Did you see it as I slid it off, Brenda?
And there we have a completed open segmented vase.
Absolutely great.
Fantastic. Great job, Roger.
Great demo, Roger.
Thank you. Absolutely great demo.
Touche, bud. That was great.
Nice demo, Roger.
And I wanted to show the mistakes.
Perfect. Absolutely awesome.
Can you show us that the circle paper to show the angles? Yeah, that one. What's it say? Well, I can't read the numbers on it though.
Well, that's all my handwriting on it.
That polar graph?
Huh?
Was that printed out a polar graph?
I don't know. Actually, this was done, or some papers that I got in class, and I just made copies of them.
Okay.
Oh, I see. You got writing on the paper. Okay, I didn't see that up there either. Okay.
All that writing on it is me, reading my measurements.
Yeah.
So.
Roger, I had one question about your sled.
Okay.
What's the dimensions of the sled?
I don't know. It was, like I said, it's one of those pieces I made in class. I didn't make the wedgie sled because the wedgie sled, you're limited to your width of your rings that you can cut.
Yes.
This one, you can slide it apart and have wider areas to cut wider pieces. I'll have it with me at Level Up.
Okay.
The jig that you were doing the layers on,
Yeah.
was you putting the chuck on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Had an adapter on it. The jig is set up for a 1 inch, and my Nova is a 1 1/4, so I had an adapter on there.
Okay. Man, I'd love to make one of them, I'll tell you.
I'll send you the plans.
I don't think it's above my pay level, but
I think you can handle it.
I don't know. Of course, I know for a fact I'd have more explosions than you did. That's for sure.
Oh, I didn't get hurt. Nothing ever hit me.
Yeah.
What speeds were you turning at?
Well, that was part of my problem when I was breaking it earlier. I thought I was running at 1,000, but I was only running at 700. When I bumped it up to 1,000, I quit breaking it.
Yeah, catching too much air.
Well, it was just
At
catching
slow
things.
speeds, yes.
Yeah.
So Roger, there were several questions from different members regarding the rule stick that you had on the right side of your saw blade when you were cutting.
Yeah.
Could you
The
further
stick
explain
gives
that?
me the
Yeah.
exact surface of the blade, and I can measure over to my stop block and adjust the stop block to the exact size that I need to cut my segments. I only showed it one time in the demo, but I used it every time I cut a ring because every ring was a different size.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Roger. I usually try to just eyeball it, but sometimes you get off.
Yeah.
There's a question. How critical is the table saw blade for glue joints?
The smoother the finish, the better.
Right.
On the open segmented pieces, I was sanding them. I didn't show it, but I was sanding the pieces before I glue it together on the inner parts.
You were doing that like on the
That
belt
was part, I just didn't show it.
But did you sand those like on a belt sander or something?
No, I did it on that block sander that I was using on the lathe when I was flattening the rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just by hand?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
That block sander, did you make that yourself or did you buy it?
Made it.
Yep. Okay, that's what I thought.
I want to say something about the table saw blades. The best saw blade you can afford is well worth it.
Yep.
The better the blade, the better the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I like the Freud 60 or 80 tooth.
Yeah, an 82 for make a nice cut, leave a nice
Believe it or
surface.
not, the blade that's on that saw was on it when it was given, the saw was given to me.
Yep.
And it's a Craftsman blade.
I like my
I've had that
forest
saw for 10
woodworker too.
years.
Me too.
That's pretty good off a Craftsman blade.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. My dad had that same table saw. I seen it and I said, "You stole it."
It's a good solid table saw.
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
You don't have your segment jig setter there in the shop in the room with you, do you? Of course he does.
There you go. Huh.
You wanna walk Brenda and myself and everybody else through that on how it works with your graph, your polar paper graph there.
All right. As you can see, this bar comes down to the exact center.
Dead center on your spindle.
Yeah. And you measure from the end of this to this saw little stop that I've made here. You can see this moves back and forth.
That's your stop block on it.
There's just a little. You can see
Right.
there's just a little piece of the angle iron. And you measure, and like I was saying, if I can get it where you can see the lines. You see that there's short lines and long lines?
Yes.
Okay, the one time around you use the short lines, the next level you would do the long lines. And that keeps your spacing centered.
And then each time when you're setting your blocks, you're setting the segment against that angle iron.
That's correct.
Yep.
Is it possible to put that on the send it in, have it put on the website, the dimensions, how to make it?
Well, Dave wants to print it. I will send it to him. I'll send it tonight or in the morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'll put it on.
Roger, I have a quick question. Is this jig, is it used only for open segmenting, or do you use it on all segmenting?
I only use it on open.
Oh, only on open. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty clever. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
Sure do. Nice setup.
And here's the plans that I sent to Dave to build it.
Yep.
And they will be on by tomorrow morning. Okay.
I'll print
That's
off a copy.
Very detailed set of plans.
They're very good.
But anyone else have any more questions for Roger? Brenda, I know you do.
I'm emailing him right now.
Brenda can't wait till it's posted on the website. She wants immediate satisfaction.
Oops, it can't be sent. Why not?
Well, he spelled his last name wrong.
No, I didn't. Your username is wrong. Okay. I can't even email somebody.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, Roger,
All right,
once again, thank you very much for a fantastic demonstration. Can't
Like I
wait
said,
to
I
see
tried
them.
to shorten the video as much as I could and still make it where you could understand it.
Right?
And
No, that was perfect.
Yep, I
That was
agree.
a very good demo. I liked it.
Because you can take the printout, your plans, and then you can in turn, page by page follow it back, with the demo.
Yeah.
And see how it's done, and you got your hard copies there. You can take notes of what you observed here watching it live, and or two, watching it for the first time on the rerun. You can catch those occurrences of, like, oh yeah, I need to do this, I need to do that, and you have a nice record of it. So
Yep. Now I'm going to download the instructions on it. The next thing is living long enough to do it.
oh, you'll be able to do that.
I'm joking.
You'll be able to do that. Well, once again, fantastic demonstration. Anybody else wants to demo, reach out, let me know. We're always looking for new
He
demonstrators.
made it look way too simple.
Correct.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
Hey, Roger.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
After all your segments were cut, from start to finish of putting it together, how long did it take you?
About a week and a half.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Great job, though. Great job.
But he only worked about an hour a day.
Yeah, the rest of the time I was waiting on glue to dry.
That's why you do it in two halves also. You can work on one while the glue's drying on the other one.
Right, right.
How long would you wait for your glue to set up? About 15 minutes?
About 15 minutes.
Yep.
That's that quick and thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought that was the bottle.
About 15 minutes is what I wait for whenever I'm using it for a turning project. It's about the same time for you as well, right, Bob Grinstead?
Yeah, 15 minutes is
Yeah.
plenty of time,
Right.
But quick and thick sets up pretty fast. It's I like that, especially for segmented stuff.
I don't like it for everything, but it has its place.
Well, but it does. It has its place. I wouldn't use it all the time.
Yeah, it's not waterproof.
Yeah, sometimes it sets up too fast.
Yeah, very good.
That's no
especially
use.
if you give it a little wiggle and get that friction heat going with it.
Yeah.
Better hope that on that last pull, you got it in the spot where you want it at.
It better be there if you do that.
And you just have to be a little bit faster than a sloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a slug.
Right. All right. Well, if nobody else has any questions for Roger on the demo, if not, then thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's been a heck of an evening with a lot of great gallery at the beginning and fantastic demo. We have the start of a 3-part demo series starting next week. And normally I don't announce who the demonstrator is, but we already did last week. But Dewey Johnson's going to be demonstrating that Middle Eastern decanter flask vessel that he made. It's going to be 3 parts. So for 3 consecutive weeks, we will be watching how Dewey makes that piece of work, piece of art. So It's going to be really good. And so with that, we'll call this the demarcation point of the main meeting, and I'll keep things open here for the after hours. All I ask is that you turn your camera on and participate. Other than that, I'm looking forward to level up.